Hello my friends, we are still discussing the loops and looping. Let's create another flow chart. Here we will create a variable a and we will initialize it with 1. Let me draw the flow chart first and I'll explain it then. If a is less than equal to 10 and if this condition is true, it should come here and it should execute this line and it should print hello on the screen. So let's discuss this flow chart. So my friend, first it will come here, it will create a variable with the name of a and it will store 1 into that variable. Then it will check the condition. So is this condition true? Is the value of a less than or equal to 10? So it will pick up the value of a, which is 1. So the condition is true because 1 is less than 10. So it will come here and then it will execute this line and it will print hello on the screen. After printing hello, it will come to this line. It will execute this instruction. The instruction is a is equal to a plus 1. What does that mean? It will always solve the expression first, as we discussed earlier. So the expression is a plus 1. So it means add the value of a with 1. So it will pick up the value of a. At the moment, the value of a is 1. So 1 plus 1 will become 2. And what it will do, it is the assignment operator. So it means I'm asking him that store the value back in a. So what it will do, it will store the value in a. So the value of a was 1. Now it will become 2. Okay, so now what will happen after this thing? It will go back to the top and it will check the condition again. Is the value of a less than equal to 10? So yes, the value of a, it will pick up the value of a, which is 2. And 2 is less than equal to 10. So it will come here and it will execute this line again and it will print hello. It will execute this instruction again. So the instruction is a is equal to a plus 1. What does that mean? That pick up the value of a. What is the value of a? 2. So 2 plus 1, it will become 3. And I'm asking him that the result of that expression should be stored back in a. So what it will do, it will store the value in a. So the last value is erased and now it will store 3 here. What is basically happening here? It will check the condition. When the condition is true, it will keep executing this line. We have done few things here. So we need a counter. Counter means a variable which will count the value of the execution. So here our counter is a. We have created, and that variable can be anything. So whenever this loop is executing, we are adding 1 into that a. So first the value of a is 1, then it will become 2, and then it will become 3, 4, 5. But we will keep an eye on that variable, that if this condition is true, only then execute that thing. And when this condition is false, the loop will get terminated. So now just look at this condition. Here we have told him if the value of is less than equal to 10. So it means, say, these two instructions, this is called the body of the loop. What does that mean? Body of the loop means those instructions which will execute again and again and again. But how many times these instructions will execute, that depends on this condition. So we have a condition that a is less than equal to 10. So this will execute 10 times. So that is why we use loop, and the concept is called looping or iteration.